Okay, we're going to go for Fulham at home to Wolves. It's a 2:05 kick-off on Sunday afternoon in the Premier League. Talk about Fulham to begin with. Now, a massive win for them at QPR last time out. Obviously, Mark Hughes has been struggling at QPR. They're not in the best run of form, but still credit has to go to Fulham for the 1-0 win there. Any away win is fantastic. They've actually won their last 2 games now as well. They can go above Sunderland, if they win this one. It just shows that if you get yourself in a little bit of a run, you can get into that top 10, and that's what Fulham will be targeting, I would say.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, Fulham had such a slow start to the season. Obviously, Martinelli came in over the summer and had to sort of remodel the squad slightly. He's done that, and he's just sort of reaping the rewards of it now. I say the game against QPR, it was a really tough game, and QPR came at them. Obviously, they're in a real fierce relegation scrap, so they needed to win that game. And obviously, there was a bit of needle, and yeah, it was a really big game. So for them to come out 1-0 winners, it was a touch of class by Moussa Dembele for the through ball for the goal, and he's been a real difference this season. They've got a real attacking threat. And
they've got a new striker who scored 2 goals in 2 games. They've also got Diarra, who's coming in from a former Real Madrid player. So he's kind of building the squad that he wants, and I think it's coming together quite nicely for him.
Yeah, it was a big moment after Zamora left in January. Obviously, Pogba came in. He's got 2 goals in his last 2 games, and he needed someone to step up to the plate and be the lead striker. I mean, I think the stat is something like he's had 2 shots on goal, and he's got 2 goals for it. So
he got himself for 6 points as well.
Exactly. So that's not a bad return for a new player, but. Yeah, I mean, we've said all season that Fulham looked really sharp going forward, and they really are, and they've got plenty of options, and yeah, I think they will certainly have their sights set on a top 10 finish. Okay,
and Wolves, although the board denied it, it was almost sort of an embarrassing search for a new manager, really, wasn't it? There's no different way of looking at it. Obviously, they said that Terry Connor, who got the job in the end, who was McCarthy's assistant, they said he was in the running all along, but I don't quite believe that, because they sort of apparently spoke to Kirbishley, and sort of Steve Bruce was in the mix, and Walter Smith there's something right, we need experience. You know what I mean? If you're talking people like Kirbishley and Walter Smith and Steve Bruce, there's a theme there. You want an experienced manager, so then why do you suddenly say, actually, no, we'll go to Terry Connor?
Well, there's 2 things to consider here with that one. One is Terry Connor. I mean, no disrespect, but is he a better man to lead them out of relegation than Mick McCarthy? No. A manager who's been there for 6 years, a manager who's been there and done it time after time, been an international manager. And 2, if you look at the last man, assistant manager who stepped into the breach, Steve Keane, last season, obviously he stepped in and look what he's done so far. I mean, he kept them up, fair play, but I mean, it's not as if they're going places quick, are they? So no. I think it's right to say they wanted him from the start. Obviously, they wanted the other men. They've turned them down, and they've had to go to Terry Connor to save face. But it's a real dangerous situation for Wolves.
But having said all that, credit to him, because last time out there was 2-2 at Newcastle, haven't been 2-0 down. So that kind of showed that everyone is together, if nothing else. And over the next couple of weeks, while he's in, his honeymoon period, if you want to call it that, maybe they can, push on and get some crucial points.
Yeah, I mean, they showed. I mean, that's all a manager can ask for is if you go 2-0 down, is show a bit of heart, show a bit of fight, and they got it back, and they deserved to be. And by the end, it was probably a fair result. I mean, which is impossible. After the first 20-odd minutes, you thought this is going to be walk in the park, and there's no way Wolves are going to get back in this one, but they did. And we mentioned earlier, he said this could be a springboard for them, and that was a real big result, and against a very good side, so they look at this game and think we can get.
They're actually unbeaten in 5 away games as well, which is quite surprising. So they want to keep that going.
But that's the thing. I mean, can they keep that? Obviously, that was under McCarthy, and can they do it under a new manager? So it's going to be really tough for them.
Okay, we're going for prediction in this one. Wolves are unbeaten away from home, but I actually think Fulham will nick the win, so I'm going for 2-1 to the home side.
Yeah, I think Fulham in a real good run of form at the moment, so I'll go for a 2-0 Fulham win.